Is Vince going to take Chickie out in Tulsa King Season 2? Vince's meeting with the other families indicates he wants Chickie dead. His hold on the Invernizzi mafia family has been eroding ever since Chickie murdered his father, Pete, in Tulsa King Season 1. It appears that Vincent Piazza, is almost prepared to exploit Chickie's negative reputation. Vince arranged a conference with some senior members of the other New York crime families in Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7, to request their consent to take Chickie's place as the head of the Invernizzi family. The other gangsters appeared quite receptive to the concept, and it appears Vince will have an opportunity to displace Chickie, but they will need to check with their individual superiors. But whether Vince will succeed in his attack on Chickie is another matter. Vince isn't the smartest person, but Chickie has made some really dumb errors and frequently makes poor decisions. Vince might be the one to die, and Chickie is likely to notice his attack coming because he is furious with his capo for taking center stage during the sit-down in Atlanta. But even in the event that Vince prevails, he will face much greater difficulties. Vince's pledge to mend fences with Dwight and establish new agreements between New York and Tulsa is one of the reasons the other gangsters were so receptive to the idea of him running the Invernizzi family. However, there is no assurance that Dwight would be more amenable to dealing with Vince than Chickie because he despises him and even shattered his jaw during the show's premiere. Since then, Dwight has calmed down and begun to think more strategically, so Vince's risk might be worthwhile. In addition to revealing who was behind the explosion of Dwight Manfredi's, Sylvester Stallone, Navigator and the injuries sustained by Michael Beach, the conclusion of Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7 also offered a brand new cliffhanger. Tyson's, J. Will, father was inside Dwight's Navigator when it exploded at the end of Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 6. Only one of the new opponents that Dwight brought to the cast of Tulsa King Season May 2 have been the cause. The most recent episode identified the person, but it may be necessary to explain why they attempted to kill Dwight and why they ended up with Mark instead. Tulsa King Season 2 Episode 7 carried on several season-long plotlines and advanced the series towards several significant changes, in addition to the tragic drama involving Dwight's car. Cal Thresher's, Neil McDonough, hold on Jackie Ming, Rich Ting, and his Chinese gang is also becoming increasingly unstable, as is Chickie's, Dominic Lombardozzi, hold on the Invernizzi crime family. Dwight's gang is dealing with its own issues in the meantime, as Tyson is going down a violent and sinister path and the staff at the marijuana business is becoming increasingly suspicious. There was a lot going on in Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7, so here is a summary of the key points. Chickie Invernizzi. Chickie is becoming more unhinged and still has a grudge against Dwight. However, Chickie Invernizzi, Dominic Lombardozzi, is the most probable person to make such a significant error. Dwight has been attempting to assassinate the general since Tulsa King Season 1 and has the longest-running and most nasty feud with Chickie. It all began when Chickie decided to exile Dwight to Oklahoma after he was released from prison. He then saw Dwight as the final relic of his father, Pete, after Chickie killed him. After Chickie arrived in Tulsa with the intention of killing Dwight but left empty-handed after Goody defected, the two became overtly antagonistic. Chickie's mental condition is a crucial component in determining whether or not he planted the bomb. He has been on a downhill spiral ever since Chickie killed Pete, growing more sloppy and insane every day. Chickie frequently gets into arguments with his allies and makes mistakes, such as leaving his ankle pistol at the airport. Chickie might be so mentally ill that he would attempt to bomb Tyson or Dwight, and he probably wouldn't even be upset that Mark was caught in the crossfire. Additionally, the fact that Chickie no longer cares about doing things correctly might be sufficient to explain why the bomb missed Dwight. Additionally, Chickie's history suggests that he might not have been specifically aiming to kill Dwight, but rather might have been deliberately seeking to murder Tyson or Mark. Following Chickie's humiliation by Dwight in Tulsa King Season 1, the New York mobster went out and beat Tina Manfredi's, Tatiana Zappardino, husband to within an inch of his life. Chickie is obviously not above attacking innocent loved ones, and Dwight would suffer a severe blow if Mark were killed. Furthermore, Chickie may have been upset with Dwight for no other reason than that he was upset about missing the Atlanta sit-down. Before Tulsa King Season 2 concludes, someone's head will roll because Dwight won't allow this attack to go unpunished.